I'm Ava Easton, the Chief Executive of the Encephalitis Society, and today is our annual members' meeting. The theme today is Professionals and Patients, a partnership. So we were really looking today about inviting speakers who could come and help us improve our relationships with professionals and get the best and the most out of the meetings that we have with them.
I don't know how we'll manage to
Good afternoon everybody, welcome to our AMM. I think that we have to say that it's been an outstanding year for the Society and for Ava, who has ably led it.
When I first became a trustee, I didn't need glasses. Now I do, I'm afraid. So, I'm going to give you an overview. I won't go into too much detail, but I'll give an overview of the finances for the year.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. So I'm just going to give a really brief overview of a survey that we asked all our members to complete over the past couple of months. A really interesting fact was 17% had heard about the Society from a medical professional. And although that's not a particularly high statistic, it is significantly increased from, say, 5 years ago. And it just shows we're connecting with medical professions on a much more regular basis. And then they're passing on that information to people that have been through encephalitis so that they know to get in touch with us. So super important.
The reason I'm standing up still is before I sit down, I just wanted to congratulate you, Ava, and the whole team on the extraordinary work you do. I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much. I think each of you is doing really brilliant work, and the ambassadors. And I feel very proud to be a member of the Encephalitis Society.
Bless you, thank you. We have launched an international initiative sending neurologists out to sub-Saharan Africa, where people are dying in their hundreds and thousands every year from preventable infectious disease, encephalitis being one of them. But during the night I got an email and I'd like to read it to you from them. End of week 1 in Zambia, what a week. Have taught 2nd, 5th, 6th and 7th year medical students and all grades of doctors. Critically appraised 2 local neuroinfection research studies, done a hectic neuro clinic, attended ward rounds and seen very tricky ward referrals, including some pretty nasty meningoencephalitis. Who knows what that was due to? Next week we are training clinical officers in rural areas, a group of psychiatric doctors who rather worryingly see the epilepsy patients as this is still considered a mental illness here. And doing a grand round on encephalitis. On top of further sessions with all the students and doctors we saw this week, we've been asked back by popular request. Look forward to telling you guys all about it in full when we get back. Has been quite an eye-opener, Sam and Ben. So just, absolutely amazing. So that was lovely to wake up to this morning. And the second thing I'd like to talk to you about is we were incredibly lucky to get the October Club gig. The 2 things that we're going to be doing with the money is, you've all met Matt, so we're paying for Matt, no pressure. The other thing that we're going to do, as much as it politically galls me to offer a statutory service, from next year we should be launching neuropsychology as a service available to members of the Encephalitis Society, direct at source from the Society.
Hi, I'm Julie Silverson. I'm the Regional Rep for West Sussex. Although we're supported really well by Philippa in the office, it is a job where you're out on your own quite a bit, really. So it's so supportive to have other people around. For example, Paul from Scotland, I wouldn't have seen him. I'm down on the south coast, but it's really great to catch up and share, what he's been up to and the other reps too.
I had encephalitis 5 years ago, collapsed in front of some clients when I was doing a presentation, recovered, appear to be okay, and so I'm trying to sort of share some of the things that we've seen maybe successful people doing managing meetings to make it work here.
And one of the things for me when we start looking at this about what makes a good meeting, and this might seem very simplistic, but you get what you want from it. But what's quite interesting, there's a lot of research that suggests a lot of people actually, they don't know what they want from it. They go because they've got an appointment at 10 o'clock and that's it. They haven't actually thought through, what will this actually look like for me in terms of success?
And the feedback's been great, and I did the very fact that people were participating and getting involved. It was nice to come to an audience that were up for it, ready to have a go and try things. And I think that's part of this, is if we can support each other and help do it. And I'd like to think that the few people have said found it useful, and hopefully they'll actually make stuff work and actually have a go at doing it.
The problem is I can't.
The Encephalitis Society, it's a really nice group of people, because it's even if I haven't met people individually, it's very relaxed, very open, they're very vocal, so you know that there's going to be interaction. So I guess I sort of pitched it to sort of that kind of audience.
Some people were saying before that they have very good relationships with their GPs. It's built up. It's taken time to build that up. But if we're thinking about sort of your, London-based GP practice, where you're meant to have 2 questions, 10 minutes, and that's it. You may not be seeing the same doctor every time, but yet you, as an individual, you might have various questions. Is that the best? What can you expect from that 10 minutes?
There is quite a culture of not asking questions, of not sort of agitating or sort of going, well, this is my GP and this is who I have to stick with, and I don't know what I can ask for, so I won't ask because that's the all-knowing doctor. And that might be the case, but I think that it has to be a shift in sort of in asking questions and sort of being a bit bolshy almost, so that you can actually get the service. And unfortunately, that's the way. It shouldn't have to be that you have to agitate to get the service, but I think that generally that's how it happens.
Well, I'm Chris, and I had encephalitis 8 years ago. I live in London, and on the instructions of a neurologist, I joined the Encephalitis Society, went to a residential meeting, a residential weekend with them, and I have to say it changed my life. I'm going to look back on some of our experiences, some of the Society's experiences of difficulties that can arise in education after a youngster's had encephalitis. It was brilliant having a head teacher here, a head teacher with the unusual experience of having a youngster with encephalitis in the school and having worked hard to plan to make sure the needs are met. So that was really good.
With your permission, I will declare the meeting closed. Thank you.
So this is the bit we love from the Society, where we really get to honour people that have done amazing work professionally or in an organisation, whether it's through fundraising for the Society and also our corporate partnerships. But the first awards I'd like to hand out today really are to just sort of honour and respect the regional representatives. Helen, there's no doors. There's no doors. Thank you. If you want to line up. Okay. So now we're moving on to our Exceptional Service Awards. King Henry VIII Senior School. So the next award goes to a Mrs. Debbie Taylor, nominated by Mr. Philip Evans. Dr. Paul Cooper, nominated by Mrs. Sandra Niven. To Mrs. Sue Wilson, nominated by Miss Lauren Crilly.
It was a great privilege to help Lauren as she strove to regain her mobility. And the greatest thing was watching her walk out. No crutches, no sticks.
Mrs. Hilary Groves, nominated by Mrs. Kath Agnew.
She comes in every single day and she still does everything in the home, and she cares for me so dearly, and she'll still transfer me, and she'll still do all the things for me, even though she still feels so nervous about caring for me. She's the most amazing person in this world.
The next award is the Challenge Fundraiser Award, and this goes to Adam and Lawrence Beveridge.
I really do feel like a fraud. This is nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. But I'm also very proud of them, and I'm happy to accept this on their behalf, so thank you very much.
And my last fundraising award goes to, and it's for, the Innovative Fundraiser Award. Each year, the Garner family, David, Libby and Amy, hold their annual Garner Fest, a festival in their back garden in aid of the Society.
As I was wandering the halls of this hotel, I met a family earlier today, and the gentleman concerned said to me, he said, I got a certificate. He said, and whilst you have your award ceremony this evening, he said, I'm just going to present my certificate just to myself because I'm proud of what I did. He suffered encephalitis. He was left with significant memory problems. He was then made redundant from his job. And in January this year, he couldn't even run 1 kilometre, and I've forgotten the date, but a few months later, I think it was, he ran 5 miles, raising £249 for the Encephalitis Society. Robert, please come up, and we'd like to...
Which is our Corporate Partnership Award, and this year it's Affiliate Window. Affiliate Window is the UK's leading performance marketing network. We're really proud to have worked with them over the past 18 months, and we want to thank them for all that they've done. And we've got 2 of our models here, Rory and Elliot.